What's up, everybody? Brandon Phillips, 865KnifeKnox. Not sure if y'all heard, but our office is going to do $1 million this year.
Damn.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so for today's agenda, I've went through and I've changed a couple of things. No guest speaker today, by the way. Just forgot to get that part out of here. But we're going to move the phone jam to the end, the mantra, the icebreaker today. I'm excited for it because I want to hear what these answers are. Kind of gives me a perspective on where people's brains are at in relative to the topic. WhatsApp, again, we've been doing really good at this. Been really proud of this past week, the communication happening in there. Sales managers getting their part done with Web PDI. Been fire, been loving that. Talk about social media posts. We are not doing the social media posts today. And I'll talk about that then. Okay. Summer schedule, I've got it updated for the most part, role play and the challenge for today. And then PDI, recognition, key staff, promotions. We're adding somebody new to key staff this week. Excited for that. Set up some PCs because I want to make sure we have our summer schedule mapped out individually as far as the summer schedule goes. And then from there, we'll make our phone calls, make sure we understand my Cutco rep. By the way, using Vector Impact, has anybody noticed something different with your schedule page?
Yeah, the teammate stuff's in there.
What? Yo, that addition is so crazy to me. And what's really cool is they didn't just do it as like some like cheap little mechanic calendar. Like they imported basically everything that Google Calendar does to WebPDI now. So like you can set recurring events, you can go in and RSVP to stuff. I love it. It's so cool. Okay. No, it's really dope. Okay. So again, we're gonna come back to the phone jam. All right. So as far as WhatsApp, no. Team mantra today. Computer's a little slow. Okay. But again, y'all know the mission, y'all know the mantra. I'm ready to go to our first division meeting. I'm ready to have SC1 where we get to yell this out and have everybody chanting our chant. Jacob's office chanting our chant because they're like, oh man, that's pretty cool. I wish our office had a cool chant like that. Olivia's office coming to SC1 yelling our chant, right?
Oh, I thought it was great, but
Yeah, oh, bro, you'll catch a lot of bullets, man. We're gonna talk a lot of crap during this whole summer. Okay. But it's all in love, right? Congratulations on your promotion.
It's healthy beef. It's like
Yeah.
accent.
Healthy beef.
Yeah, it's the beef that drives.
Exactly. It's good, healthy competition, right? If I didn't trash talk you, then that would mean I didn't respect you.
Oh.
So you're welcome. So for today's icebreaker, I thought about this and I was like, this will be fun to hear. What's a lot of money for you? Right? If you looked at your bank account and you were, what is a lot of money for you? Whether it was, oh my goodness, it hit a bank account paycheck on Friday, or just overall, what would be a lot of money, right? Mr. Franklin, start us off.
like if I saw it on my bank card, I'd be like, okay, that's
Right? Like, what's a lot of money?
45.
So you saw 45K or 4,500?
Like 45K.
45K. Okay.
That would make me like, okay, I got it. I'm comfortable.
Okay.
I can
Okay.
drop 10 grand like it's nothing.
Yeah, if I can spend 10 grand and it don't hurt me, not a bad bank
Like
account.
10 grand's really easy to spend.
Okay. All right. So Jacob says 45K. What's up, Mr. Sprouse? Let me see that beautiful face.
I'm on a bus right now.
Oh, never mind. I mean, maybe. Yeah. Maybe I'll see your teammate's face too. Olivia, what's a lot of money?
Oh, look at him. He's doing it just for you,
Oh,
right?
he's doing what I did my first year.
Like 5K probably.
5K. All right. Cool. Mr. Sprouse, real quick, what's a lot of money for you? Yeah, he looked like a baseball player too.
100 grand,
Huh? 100 bands?
100 bands.
Okay. All right. All right. I like it. I like it. Maddie.
I was gonna say 100K too.
I like it. Okay. Molly.
Well, if I had 50 grand, I would probably be like, yeah, okay. I could spend money in what the interest.
Down to 0. Really quickly.
I have a really bad shopping addiction, so I already think I'm broke most of the time. But then it's just like if I think I'm broke, then I won't spend the money. So it's like
That's how I live. That's how I live. I don't care how much I got in there. I'm so poor right now, right? All the time. Because when, as Raymond says, when I'm worth 100K, I can finally drink again. Right? We ain't at 100K yet, but we getting there. We're getting good. Mr. Bull.
The most I've ever invested is 5K. So 15.
15? You saw 15 in your account, you'd be like, whoo,
Well, because then I can invest again and it'll be fine, and then I can just like chill for a couple weeks.
That's 10K in the savings, invest 5K. It's cool. A little kick around money.
Just chill a little bit.
If I looked at my bank account right now, I'd say like 25.
Okay. Okay. For me personally, I would want to see like 100K in savings
Mhm.
and then like another 150K split throughout like investments, checking accounts, stuff like that. Like if I looked at that, I'd be like, we're going back to Spain, baby. We're going back to Spain. Right. That would be me. So
I had like, that's a good point, like 50K in my savings and then like 10K just in my bank account, just to like play around with.
Kind of golf clubs I can do.
Jacob says, I'm getting tailor mades. Oh, he's having fancy with it. No, so why do y'all think I want to talk about this event?
Well, summer's when you gotta make.
Amen. Right? Now you're not gonna put, 50K in the bank account, but you could,
I had 50K for my office and some of the
right? But you could. That's that profit loss. If you were to do 300K, you'd probably profit 30,
like net would be 50 would be a good.
right? Like profit loss probably 30. But like if somebody made 30K over summertime, that'd be an impressive summer, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
Right. And I'm not saying like made it, I'm saying like profited 30K. Right? Branch managers can do that. Sales representatives can do that. Like our CSPs get paid 50%.
Brandon Goble did that.
Brandon Goble did that.
He did
Right?
that.
Like there's humans that have done this with this crazy knife job, right? Alex Funk, by the way, I would write that name down, pull him up on YouTube. I remember when I first met this guy, he was 3 years ago, 22. And the first thing he says to me, hey, I'm Alex Funk. Hey, dude, if you could do me a favor, follow me on YouTube. And I'm like, what a way to introduce yourself. Like, really? Follow you on YouTube? That's what you said? Huh? Okay, cool, I'll follow you. We'll see what's up. Anybody remember the recommendation video we play in training? That's Alex Funk, right? So he's been putting out really good content. And now he's worth over $1 million in realty assets and just got married. He's living like a crazy life, has $2 million sales team in his district and in a group mastermind that he runs right now. And he's 25 years old. And so as I've been doing the 75 hard, I've been all of a sudden like, yeah, what am I actually consuming right now? Right. And it's okay, cool. I've been on the motivational kick for a minute. Like, it's actually like, okay, I need to learn pure finances. How do I get to 35 and have $1 million in liquidity? Like, sell all my properties and bam, we have $1 million, right? That's something that's pretty cool to be at. Guess what? You can do that at 25. You can do that at 22. It's all up to you, right? One thing that I liked from Zach's talk last week was he's like, I'm trying to be that 22 graduate that's way above his peers. And not in the sense of I'm better than, but in the sense of like, it's clear that I've done different things than y'all did during college. That's cool. That's what you can do here this summer. And it's completely up to you. I can help you make a plan to make X amount of money, but who has to execute it?
You do.
Right? So it's up to you. Okay. But it's always cool to actually think about big numbers. It's always cool to like, who's actually put like 5 ultimate sets in their cart and seen the CPO on it? Who's actually put a Cutco kitchen in their cart? Like, what if a customer actually bought a complete set and the cookware and the flatware and they got all the accessories and I gave them nothing for free? Right? Like when you start thinking about those numbers, the more that you do that, the less scary it is when you quote it. Because whoever can ask for the biggest number without cracking a smile wins. Like it used to be, oh yeah, Mrs. Jones, like if you buy that set, I get to take the rest of the show off. Now I use it as just a pivot piece. Yeah, Mrs. Jones. So like a lot of my customers love to buy from me at the show because of the deals and discounts for people that are remodeling their home or just tired of the stuff that they have in their kitchen that spoons and forks bends and breaks. Their cookware sucks and then their knives just don't stay sharp. Like they like to take advantage of this package at the show because they literally save $3 grand on it for everything they're going to buy anyways. That said, some people start out with just the knives, some a combination of cookware, flatware. Like everybody's different, but like out of everything I've shown you so far, like what do you have the most interest in? Flatware? Cool. Let's talk about the flatware, right? And that's my intro for every single pitch I do at a show. So every single time I quote somebody, I'm starting at 15 grand. Every time y'all quote somebody, the highest you're starting at is 4 grand, talking about the other sets. And then if you offer a complete set with steak knives, you're around 38.23, right? So dream of the big numbers, play with the big numbers. Cause again, like going into financial advising, if you're like, hey, so yeah, just manage the 100K and this mutual fund over here, and I'll get you all squared away, Mr. Jones. Yeah, you're not touching my money. But yeah, hey, Mr. Jones, here's a really good plan of mutual funds, going to get you a 7% passive return rate. And honestly, you can start touching this money here in 5 to 7 years. Oh, sound like you know what you're talking about. Even when maybe you don't, right? As you're learning. So when it comes to WhatsApp, transitioning into it, been loving the chat, been loving the communications. All right. Supporting each other is going to be huge. And what we do in this next week, again, this is why I call it the culling meeting, because if they're not here right now, like outside of like 2 people, like this is the team. This is who I want to move forward to. This is what I want to build around, because we're getting the results. We're doing the work. God bless you. Glad you didn't bust it, because I would have left.
I was prepared.
I know.
So the biggest thing I want to see this week, outside of us knocking out our demos, is really supporting each other, right? Love that Zach came into the chat the other day and was like, hey, was this the day about the ice cream scoop?
Yeah,
Oh, I
Right? Like,
I had no clue.
yo, dude, what does this actually work on melons? Like, I thought it was an ice cream scoop, right? All right, cool. That's a great question to ask. And not only does it allow us to be able to teach you, it allows other people to learn the same lesson. Okay. So asking really good questions in the chat, right? Even if you asked it to a manager, asking it again in the chat, that way we can respond to it. Other people can see that material. Supporting each other. Hey, I just did a demo, wasn't that great, but like still managed to get 3 referrals. Like, you know, took that one to the tooth, but like, you know, we're all right. Okay. Oh, yo, way to still get 3 demos, even though it wasn't or 3 referrals, even though it wasn't a great demo. These are the things where if we start these habits now, like one thing I've really enjoyed, Scout is one of our new brand ambassadors. She's going to be starting training on April 30th. May 1st, because I moved it back because Kendrick Lamar's concert. Side note. Love that, by the way. Go DM. We can do what we want. So she's going to be starting on May 1st. And she's probably been the best brand ambassador that I've hired on, because we've figured out the systems. Kira's learned how to manage people, right? Whereas the other brand ambassadors, well, they've been amazing. It has been a building the program and figuring it out. It's the same thing with our sales rep team. If y'all lay the foundation for the proper communication and the standard, they're going to come on board and think, okay, if I don't sell $1,000 a week, like I don't need to be here. That's what I want our culture to be. Because if everybody's selling $1,000 a week, if they're just at 10%, that's a $100 paycheck. Cool. If they're at 30%, that's a $300 paycheck. And that's why I really like this job, because you can do the same work just consistently and get paid more money for it. Then when you come into SC1 and you're like, you know what? Let's go 10 grand in 2 weeks for SC1. And then you make 3 grand in 2 weeks. It ruins hourly pay for you, by the way. Okay. And that's what I want to create in this team. Okay. So y'all know what it's for. Let's make sure we're using it. Let's make sure we're communicating in it, because like, if we do this right, guys, when we go to SC2 and the entire region's looking at us and we have 20 people walking across stage and 5 of us are taking home trophies, and we're like, hey guys, I'm from the 865KnifeKnox and I sold $22,340 for the push. And it's not just our office yelling Zam, but it's the entire audience yelling Zam, because we've had so many people saying it. That's a fun time. Okay. Side note, is anybody like water phobia? Like afraid to go into water parks and stuff?
I mean, I ain't
It's
going on a boat,
disgusting to
though.
me.
I ain't going on a
Bare
boat.
feet, gum on the floor.
So super clean water park, biggest water park in North America.
It's not, no, I don't trust that.
Still,
Start training yourself.
Build
there's
your
no
immune
I've been
system.
trying to train myself for 19 years.
Nasty is like going into like a lake or the ocean, you're swimming on.
Yeah, they may clean the pools that morning, but kids still pee before I get there.
They're
I can go in
cleans
the lake and
the
the
whole
ocean.
process.
Besides, look,
Here's my
look,
point,
look,
okay? I do not want a team getting to SC2 in this water park and everybody's like, no. All right, you're getting all these water slides, man. They're so fun. All right, so start working on that
I
conditioning.
mean, I'll try.
Thank you. That's all I ask, man. That's all I ask.
For 19 years.
Olivia knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's all I'm gonna say. So get on these water slides. They're really fun. So again, social media posts, everybody knows how to do them now. Is there anybody that has a question about what we use, websites, things like that? This will be probably one of the last weeks we use 865 student work before we move into 865 summer work. Just letting you know, we will change it for summertime. But on Monday morning, everybody, excuse me, set an alarm right now in your phone. On Monday morning, I'm gonna send out a text too. On Monday morning at 9:30, I want you to make your post for Instagram and Snapchat. It's gonna be Easter Monday, so guess what? Who has school on Monday?
No
Can
one.
you set a timer on that phone?
Yeah, bro.
Bro,
You can set an alarm.
Or an alarm, I
Yeah,
know.
an
but-
alarm. That's what I said.
But for Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do every Monday, but it's the next Monday.
There you
At
go.
what time?
Look at you,
Do
look
you
at you.
prefer time?
Huh?
Do you prefer
9:30. All right. And here's why. We're gonna do our first summer of recruiting, as in summer hours. So we're gonna do our kickoff meeting at 10 for my recruiting staff. We're recruiting from 11 to 3. And if people have those posts up at 9:30, guess who's not waking up super early to start checking their Instagram on Monday? A single person. Nobody's gonna be on there until probably 10, 11 because they're gonna stay up Sunday night and they're gonna sleep in. Right? So as soon as they get on, first thing they see is our posts, and we're gonna get a lot of applications. My goal is to have 30 posts get put up on Monday for us, and us recruit a good 30 to 50 people, or schedule, I should say, on Monday alone. I want Monday to be our breakout day. The training class that we have coming up is sick. Like every single person that I've interviewed and put in a training has been amazing. There's been people that I would have like in the spring hired that were not the same caliber. And I'm like, sorry, like try applying again in the fall. Right now, like I just don't think it's going to be a good fit. Like we have some solid people in training. So that's why, again, I'm laying this foundational statement now to let y'all know that if we do this right, this team is going to be huge and it's going to be sharp. And you're going to be the leaders of it. And that's exciting. So as far as summer schedule goes, all right, vector impact time is not going to change. Make sure that we have that verified by 11 o'clock on Monday night. All right, there's been 2 incidences in the past 3 weeks where people did not verify, appointments got canceled, and they were like, oh man, but my pay wasn't right. Again, that's not my fault. I will do my best to get it fixed. But make sure that we're getting those verified and completed in the demonstration by having your customers use the app and marking them all completed. Okay. If you are not using the app, you are shooting yourself in the foot. All right. You are missing an opportunity. So use the app. Have your customers download it. Maddie made a great point earlier in our PC. She sends it on the way to the appointment to let them know, hey, I'm on my way. Right. Go ahead and download this app. So team meeting is now going to be 5:30 to 8. Here's what I need from y'all. Okay. This next Thursday, training is 3 to 7. We only have so much of a team, right? Manny, Carter, guess where they're going to be doing their team meeting at? In Johnson City. Congratulations again, by the way. Okay. Same thing with Mr. Lucas Belcher. He'll be coming back in, joining the Johnson City team. Our team is about to officially go through its little split. So when y'all come in, the first thing that we're on is phone jam. Okay. Come in with your names ready, schedule ready. I'm going to have the training class almost geared up to be able to make their phone calls. And what I want to do is have y'all in these side offices making calls. I open up the door. They're role playing their scripts. They're hearing y'all book demos. And then they make phone calls and bam, now we're in a giant phone jam. If we do this right, we can have a 15K week next week, 20K week next week. Y'all can sell $1 to $2 grand this next week, depending on what your schedule allows. I know Zach's going through finals. Maddie, I know your schedule's wide open. Jed, Molly, same. We could have a huge week this week and you can take home a really fat paycheck just because you want to rise to the level of being a leader. It's up to you.
Other weeks for now on, starting at 5:30 or just next?
No, going forward,
Okay.
it'll start to normalize where it doesn't interfere with training though, here in the next 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So great question. So team meetings 5:30 to 8. My goal is that we're done at 7:30 though, so we can head to team night out. That said, if we're not at the goal, if we haven't hit where we need to be, we will phone until 8 to hit our goal. Okay. Now, next week for team night out, we are having team night out. I'm gonna plug up some Xboxes. I'm gonna bring some sequence, phase 10. If y'all have a board game that y'all like to play, bring it in.
What is that?
Which
Sequence.
Se-
phase 10.
sequence is a
Is
board
that
game.
like a game?
Phase 10 is a card game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
They're really fun. Really?
I've heard phase 10. I haven't heard whatever you just said.
Sequence? Yeah, it's cool. Anybody else played
Like
sequence?
actual playing cards.
Yeah,
'Cause
sequences.
My parents had game nights with adults where they would drink and play.
Sequence, yeah, sequence gets savage too, man. Sequence is crazy. So we're gonna do game night next week. I'm ordering pizza for the parents' meeting, and then we're gonna have game night. That way they can stay, they can leave, does not matter. All right, tomorrow morning, probably actually, I'm gonna be honest, tomorrow probably around 3, 4 o'clock, I'm gonna send out text from your character reference form to mom or dad, whoever you have on there. If you have a preference, text me who you want me to invite. Okay. But I'm going to invite everybody that's on the team's parents. That way they can come in, ask questions to me. I'm going to have a couple of different speakers up here to be able to represent what it is to sell for the summertime, what it is to be an assistant manager for the summertime, and then what it is to take on a branch role as well for those that are looking at branch in 2026. what's really cool about these meetings is as soon as a parent comes in, goes through this meeting, I remember Alyssa's mom was probably the funniest. She's like, hey, I like the team. I like what you're doing, but like, I don't want you working here in the fall because I don't want you quitting college. Because I made the mistake of having Jacob talk about dropping out of college, and I dropped out of college. And then Raymond was like, hey, I wanted to drop out of college. So I'm fixing that this year or this meeting to where we don't have all these people talking about dropping out of college. I'm going to have Jordan Dillard come in if she's available. Jordan was a branch manager, started as a social media recruiting assistant, aka a BA. She finished up at UT for her undergraduate. Now she's at UT for her master's in marketing and communications. So she's awesome. If I can get her here, that'd be great. I'm going to try to get Raymond here to talk about him and his experience, everything he's done with Cutco. And then I might even have some of y'all talk. Parents love to see their kids talk. Okay. So that said, make sure they know about it. Make sure my text isn't the first thing that they see about it. That said, I know I've already talked with your parents. Well, your mom, at least. I've talked with your mom. She already knows about it. Jacob, you already know.
What?
You already know. I want your dad.
Oh.
Even if you're not here, I want your dad.
Well, then you're getting me. Sorry.
That's okay. You're still, well, I mean, you're gonna be in Johnson City. We'll see. Cool. So Jacob will be here too. All right. So that's next week. Make sure everybody knows about it. Staff meeting for this next week for managers. We are starting our actual staff meetings again. Okay. These are going to vary over the next couple of weeks, and then we'll have a firm time as we get mid-May. Okay. But next week, Wednesday, 2 to 3. So Jed, Molly, Brink, make sure you have that down. I'll tell Kira when she's off the phone, and then same thing with Alyssa. Key staff meeting. It's on the screen. Yeah. So Wednesday, 2 to 3 for staff meeting. Key staff next week is going to follow up after training, 7 to 8. Okay. So my goal is that I have most of my big meetings for my week done on Wednesday around training. Now, parents meeting again is going to be Thursday. That is the 24th at 7 p.m. That is next Thursday. Okay. So send mom and dad a text now. Hey, parents meetings next week. My boss would love to have you in. Boom. As far as the next events that you can attend, all right, SLDM. It's going to be May 6th and 13th. Parker is awesome to talk to, especially when you start to learn the actual sell side of it from what he knows and his experience. You make it to one SLDM. That's all you got to go to. All the dates for summer are up there, but we may take some out. But when it comes to SLDM, yeah, it's up here in the top left-hand corner.
So you hit my hat. I was wondering where the thing came from.
Damn. So you want to make it to SLDM. We want to have a lot of people represent the first one. Again, you only go to one. It's in Nashville. You carpool out. It's a really good day. Divisional meeting, May 28th. Make sure it's in your calendar. This is where we will all go out to Nashville. We'll have 4 offices. Parker's, mine, Jacob's, and Olivia's all meeting up in Nashville.
Yeah, that's a talk you, me, and Olivia need to have.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It's a 5-hour drive.
SC1. Yeah, we ain't gonna complain. We don't make complaints, bro.
I ain't complaining. I'm just complaining.
That's on a Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday. It might actually be a Tuesday. I'm not sure. I'll double check it. It should be a Tuesday. Thank you for pointing that out. It's 28th Tuesday?
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday? So it definitely is Tuesday. So it's 27th. SC1, June 17th in Nashville. This is where we're going to go and kick all the other offices, but I am very competitive. SC1, we have won for the past 2 years? No, Molly didn't show up. Had Molly shown up to SC1, we would have won the past 2 years. But Molly missed SC1 because she didn't want to get in the van and get kidnapped. Now you've been to some conferences, though. You know that that's not the environment. That's not the atmosphere.
It's different than that, yeah.
Yeah, we have fun. All right, we're not creepy. So that said, SC1 going to be a great time. You're going to get to hear from speakers like Kayla Wegner, Kristen Stayback, Johnson Coley. Like these are people that ship anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 a year. And then SC2, July 29th through the 31st, Skalahari Resort, world's largest indoor water park in North America. And then last event I finally do have the dates for is the end of summer division meeting. This is our TLA kickoff. So if you want to go into management training for the fall and spring, it's one Zoom call a week where we teach management skills and then upper level time management skills and then other soft skills as well. So Jacob learned the lesson the hard way last year. So yes, make sure you wear sunscreen because last year Parker took us on a river creek float with tubes and Jacob, his ankles turned purple. I've never seen somebody get that burnt and it was impressive, honestly.
I got blisters and then it burns and then it just looks bad.
It was insane.
It was disgusting.
It was insane. So here's what we're gonna do. Referrals challenge for the day. Everybody partner up. We're gonna role play. I'm gonna have Molly. You're gonna come over here Actually, I'm gonna leave you up there so that way you can see her face still.
Yeah.
Carter, you don't have to participate since you're around all your boys. That's fine.
Go ahead, embarrass me.
Yeah, I don't want to roast you. My dude, why are you talking to your phone? There we go. All right, so Molly, you're with Olivia on screen. Let's partner up. Let's go. Zach, Maddie, Jed, Jacob. Role play that referral approach. Here's the thing. I want it to be a battle, right? I want you to hit them with every single objection in the book. You can for the objections. So when you open your book, you can for the objections use your script in full. I want you to try your best though on your actual recommendation approach to get it how you know it. That's it. If you don't know it, read your script. You need to get it down. Okay. So I'm gonna turn up the tunes. We're gonna do this for 9 minutes, and then we're gonna do a challenge where you have to battle me. Crazy is I want coffee right now, and I should not want coffee.
Well, my sleep schedule is messed up.
Make sure you're bringing your manual or your sample kit every week, people.
I just left it, I was in a team.
And you can really help me out.
I left binder, but I will return this to the thing.
Oh,
Where do you go?
Wrapped up, just think.
Here's where you could really help. Like, did you get part of this?
You want me to help me out? Just kidding.
You want me to like,
Perfect.
So I
So
get paid every time I show up.
I just like yourself to take a look. The way the automatic sponsorship works
Think of a
is
couple
for every
hundred people,
sponsors I get, it's like
10, 20. I'm not necessarily.
Oh, that's right.
which I can use to add samples to my presentations. All you have to do is stick down the sponsor.
That right there, you scroll through, everybody's gonna be nice and loud.
At the bottom is share button where you can recommend this.
I said him with objections.
Ask a question on Zoom.
I'd rather reach out to them personally first.
Yeah, I'm not very much comfortable.
Yeah, send them your way.
Okay, you want
Of course, go ahead and jot their names down and then.
I'll grab it.
I'll up to you tomorrow.
Like the person.
Sure, yeah, your first name and their phone number.
If anyone wanted me to ask, I looked to Zoom.
Maybe you can really help me out. Like, hey, they're trying to go from that one, help people that are personally
Email
recommended.
them, ask them.
So what I need to do before we have this up, is think about 100 to 200 people. I'm just
Okay, so
gonna-
then you-
About, 10 to 20 would be perfect. Obviously, people we buy, kind of like good list. Dog joggers, I think, about this are people.
All right,
If they
you want me
don't
to send you a
cut
picture of the
coat, second home,
recommendation
those
post?
are some good ones. For example, the way the automatic sponsorship program works, for every 150 sponsors I get, then you use that.
Okay, have you talked to your dietitian?
Oh, they changed it up since we did ours.
First level is 10.
Oh,
Give me 10
Well,
referrals.
you know,
Sponsor.
anybody-
It's lots of those sponsors. At the bottom, there's a share button, you have to fill that, press that. and it'll allow you
that's
to,
nice.
see your contacts, and thanks again, help you so much.
well,
I
here,
don't think I know that many.
What's
No
that?
worries,
What's
that's totally
that?
fine. I can pay just to show it.
um,
And is there no, like-
Referrals.
all right, so before I talk about the automatic sponsorship stuff, there's one more very important part. Do you remember the app I had you download at the beginning? All right, so if you'd please complete the survey, this allows me to get full credit for my presentation for today, and then I'll just finish wrapping up your order. Shit, bad Wi-Fi.
I'm sure like they would be nice.
I don't really ask them for their. I'm not there, but I work.
I snapped a face.
Cool, so like.
Brandon just got turned into another meeting and he didn't know yet.
Talk to them, I just haven't gotten.
All right, so- Yeah, have you finished filling it out yet?
Like salsa.
All right, so here's where you can really help me out. I get paid every time I show Cutco, and I can only call people I know personally recommended to. So what I need you to do is to think of 100 to 200 people who might be nice enough to help me out.
That one you can't email.
Just kidding, 10 to 20 would be perfect.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily
So we're
looking
back-
for people
back
who
to
want to
the
buy,
thing.
just people
We'll
nice
have
enough
one
like you
for
to
next
take a
one.
look. And the way the automatic sponsorship
Oh, well,
works
so
is
they
for every
get,
50 sponsors I get,
every time I get.
the company
50
gives me
sponsors, I get
$150 in free cut code,
code.
which I can use to add samples for my presentation. All you have to do to become a sponsor is to get to the first level of 5. And if you get to 10, you become a double sponsor and count twice. And so at the bottom is a share button where you can recommend and introduce people to me right through the app. And I really appreciate your help, so thank you.
I'll text them and see.
Okay, so like maybe then there's more than one.
Oh, I just found a rubber gripper.
Okay. cool, so
No,
that's there.
That would be on brand for me though if I did.
Probably like Monday.
All right.
Okay, so if I call Sunday for that one,
Yeah, you have to work, yeah. You have to run it
you'll
off
be
this
getting a call
girl.
from me on. Cause we just went through about 5, 6 minutes.
Mhm.
All right, we got 4 minutes. Keep it rolling.
I just nailed it. I just nailed it.
Well, flip it. Yeah, let's go.
All right, I finished
Yeah.
filling it out.
Mine was, I said, I'd rather reach out than. It's a battle.
And you just said, okay, well, then, have you talked to anybody recently? You
No, I
never
asked
talked
that
to,
question.
no, but then that's when you ask, oh, have you talked to anybody recently? Okay, so I'm sure then they would.
No, I asked her that question, so she would be saying that back to me.
Yeah, no, that's what you. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's how I. Okay, let's hear it.
Alright, hey, this is Jeff, before I start talking about the automatic ones, do you remember that app I asked you to download at the beginning?
Yeah, I didn't really download that. I was explaining, yeah, do I need to get that
Yeah,
out?
go ahead and download it for me.
Alright, I don't remember my Apple password.
That's okay, we can just do this by, pen and paper first.
Okay, what do I need to do on this?
Yeah, so this is where you can really help me out.
What about the server? You know, feedback?
I don't, what I can do is I'll just call a manager and tell them that you couldn't find your like, that's really helpful.
See, I don't feel giving people's contacts without checking them first.
Really help me out.
Can
get paid
I
for stuff that
text
show
them
that I go- I
and
go
see if it's
call
okay to send you them
person.
before I give
Real
them to you?
quick, while I'm wrapping up right here, let's just think of like 100
Yeah.
But,
Handle that
I'm
objection.
not necessarily looking for people that would buy just nice people like me that would take a look. I've got that sponsor works for every 50 sponsors
I just don't feel comfortable giving my contacts right now. Like, what if I text them first and then I'll send them to you later?
To give me 50 people. It's more of just like, so we'll start with like 5, just names, numbers of people that you think would be just nice enough. Again,
What if I
I'm
forget?
reach out to people that you can go ahead. So real quick, I mean, what are like some of the 5?
But I don't feel okay with that.
You need to have MySpace.
No, I have to text them first before I send them. What if I text them first before I send them, you know?
So like, do you have Facebook?
Do you have MySpace Messenger?
Y'all done?
My dog died. I
What is
can't say
that?
the same.
I'm putting together. Broken off.
Oh, that's a broken ball. Okay, like, what if I just
Yeah.
drop them to you?
They're talking to me right now.
Well, no, I mean like later. Like I'll just
Harley.
email you an airdrop.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just more
It was a good
used to
dog.
MySpace, so like, I mean, we could maybe use live.
Greyhound.
All right, bring it back in.
Hey, I get real objections.
I mean, because you already know how to handle the basic ones.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna watch Brandon.
MySpace.
You like my broken book?
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna use it as a nightstick for when somebody gets on key staff.
I was trying to figure
No,
out
I'm
how
not
long it
eating
take
you.
to find it.
Oh, bro, as soon as you put it in front of my board, I'm.
Oh, I knew you'd do that.
Yeah. I'm very OCD if you haven't learned in 2 years. Nah. Okay. All right. So, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, do you remember that app that I had you download at the beginning?
No.
Well,
I
here's
didn't
like,
even download the app. I was just playing the game.
oh, really?
Do I need to?
I mean, honestly, Mr. Jones, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, it's been the old appointment kind of going that way where you've been messing with me. So, yeah, no, actually, like, this is super important. Can you go and download it for me?
I don't remember my Apple password.
Oh, I can actually help you reset it. That's no problem.
You know my Apple password?
That's not what I said.
Okay, then how are we gonna reset it?
Yeah, yeah. So, like, can I help you with it?
Sure.
Cool. So we go into your settings. You see right here, it says forgot password.
Well, but I gotta leave in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. This will take one.
Okay, fine.
Cool.
Reset it.
So we hit forgot password. Okay, I sent you the email. Let's click that link. Cool. All right. Scan your face. Awesome. Cool. What do you want your new password to be? I love buying knives from Brandon.
Sure.
Awesome. I love buying knives from Brandon. We'll put a little star at the end and the eyes of 1. Okay, that way we don't forget. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Can I just go and download this for you?
Sure.
Awesome. Storage is That'd be funny, right?
That'd be good.
All right, Mr. Jones, I'm actually gonna erase our text messages. That way you have space. Boom. Okay, cool. Got it. Awesome. So it's downloaded. All right, so I'm gonna show you. We did this, 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 and this. All right. Now my boss will get mad if I actually type my own feedback. So go ahead and type the feedback. How'd I do? Go on. Be honest. You can be critical. You can be hard.
You for a salesman, you did poorly. I'm be honest. Great product, just I don't feel like you have faith in the product.
Oh, Mr. Jones. First off, that would never
I was
happen.
like, be realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
right? Mr. Jones, you might have caught me on an off day, or maybe we just didn't like each other. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Mr. You really feel that way?
It's kind of hard.
You know when they pause, they go.
What's this weird thing at the end where it's like introducing you to me, and then there's all these buttons at the bottom. It's not letting me answer any more questions.
Awesome. Yeah. So basically that's my bio. So now you know everything about me, like, we were on a dating platform or something. But yeah, no, it allows you to call me at any time because sometimes people like love their Cutco they bought for me. But they forget that I'm Brandon. So I always tell them it's not Let's Go. I'm Cutco Brandon. Right. Oh, you don't forget me. But then there's the text button, so it automatically sends a text to me. And then the share button is actually where I'm getting to. So here's where you can really help me out because I get paid every single time I do this, whether or not somebody buys. And what's really cool is like Cutco actually like kind of bans me from flipping through like a catalog. Like I can't just call people I don't know. I can only call people I've been personally recommended to. So what I need for you to do is click that share button. It's going to then open up your contacts. It doesn't download anything yet. And it allows you to go through and select people you want to refer to me. 100 to 200 would be amazing. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. 10 to 20 would be great. And I'm not necessarily looking for people that would buy. Just honestly, nice people like you. They're down to hang out, have a good time, cut up like Mr. Bull over here. And the way the Automatic sponsorship works, every time that I get 50 sponsors, I get $150 of free Cutco that I get to use to add samples to my presentation. So we get to cut up more next time.
My friend's about to die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Just lock it. So the way that you actually become a sponsor is you refer 5 people to me. If you do 10, you become a double sponsor and you count twice. So here's the most important part. All you're going to do is go through, select anybody on there that you think is just really nice or loves to cook and entertain. And I'm going to put in your order right now, make sure I give you like the best deal I can, and make sure I clean up the mess so your neighbors don't think I ran out of here just murdering somebody because I'm holding on my knives.
You
Cool?
do military discount?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm going to throw that in there too. You're military?
Yeah.
What'd you serve?
82nd Airborne.
Oh, 82nd.
Branch.
Oh,
82nd
okay.
branch, yeah.
What that was, what, Afghanistan? Oh, got you. Cool. Yeah, first off, thank you for your service. That's amazing. My entire family's military on my grandfather's side, so that's been really cool. That said, my dad, my mom did not go military. I almost went Air Force. Long story short, the day of MEPS, they called me and said, "Hey, emails have been down. There's no MEPS this week." I was fine with that, but then I said the bonus goes from 10 grand to 5 grand next week, and I was like, "Thank you guys. It's my sign from God, and I'll do an Air Force." But nothing but respect for those that serve. So yeah, I'll hook you up with a discount. So now that we've kind of gave your phone some space, looks like, okay, yeah, 5%. Yeah, that's plenty. So it's already got the little share button. Go ahead and click that. Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Right there, it's going to show you exactly what we do. It just comes straight to me. It doesn't share all the contact and dirty details that you put in there, Mr. Jones, by the way. It literally just shares their name and number with me. Okay.
I only know like 2 people.
That's not what your contacts say.
Well, no, but these are all from like when I was young. These are mostly hoes.
Oh, okay, Mr. Jones. Hey, first off, I'm just kidding. That's it. Yeah, no worries. If I can drop your name and it's not like a bad conversation when your name comes up, I really just need to say that you gave me permission to call them. I literally say, hey, just like I called you actually. I'm like, hey, Mr. Bull. Yeah, hey, I was hanging out with Mr. Wallace. He said you were awesome, had a good time. Do you have a quick minute to talk? Awesome. Did he let you know I'd be calling? Literally just like that.
Can I MySpace them too?
I mean, honestly, dude, I used to code my MySpace. It's been a really long time. Here's the biggest thing. Your phone's about to die. And I would hate for us to just spend time talking and not get to this. Can you just refer me a quick 5?
About one.
One's a great start. Yeah, one's definitely a great start. Who's the first person?
But I knew, didn't it? And, yeah.
Who is the first person you'd want to refer me to?
My daughter.
Awesome. What's your name?
Layla.
Layla? Dope. And where's Layla live?
She in my house.
What's your husband's name?
She's not married.
How old is she?
She's 14. She's whatever. She's a freshman in high school.
Yeah, Mr. Wallace. I mean, you've already called me out for like not being great at sales, but like honestly, like who's really not great at sales if we're talking about this?
See, I don't feel like I'm allowed to send the rest of my contacts. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. This is a bunch of private information.
Confidential.
Yeah.
Confidential.
First off, I get it. You know what the best part about my job is? I've never ruined somebody's day with a 30-second phone call. right? And usually, even if they say no, like they're still smiling when they hang up the phone. So,
How do
yeah,
you know they're smiling if it's via phone call? You don't see the face.
yeah, like if I was to turn around right now, I can tell that you're not smiling.
I smile.
But now you are, right? Can you hear the difference in your voice?
Yeah.
That's how I know. So yeah, great question. But yeah, who's the first person? Honestly, because your daughter's not gonna work. Jerry, cool. Tell me about Jerry.
He's a KUB worker.
Awesome. What's his phone number?
865.
Actually, just press Jerry. You can search him actually at the top. Jerry. Boom. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for Jerry. Who else? Who else is just really nice, really awesome?
That'd be about it.
So who else is just in your phone that's kind of awesome?
Yeah. My phone just.
Nah, we're at 2%. I can see it. We're fine.
Yeah.
Stop playing games with me, Mr. Bull. I thought we had a good time.
I just don't want these people associating with me anymore. Like, to be honest, I made a lot of mistakes, and if you contact these people, these mistakes could get back to me.
Yeah, honestly, Mrs. Brinkman, when Mr. Bull referred you to me, he told me you like to play games like that. Stop messing with me.
At heart though, I'm an introvert, so
I
I
thought
don't
it's all
talk to
that.
people anymore.
Got you. Yeah, I get it. Here's the thing. Anybody that's just like somebody that you know that loves to cook or bake, family members, uncles, aunts,
I'm
people
actually
from
part of
church.
a Rotary Club that we actually just have to eat fast food. We can't cut it.
Yeah. So you know what's really crazy about that, Mr. Wallace? I'm actually a member of Rotary, so I know that you're making that part up. Okay. Here's the deal,
It's just a
dude.
club, dude.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Look, if I did a terrible job, like, did I do okay? Like, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you like Cutco?
Yeah.
If you like me and you like Cutco, your friends are gonna like me too. Right. And I promise you that by the time I'm done hanging out with them, they're gonna think such amazing things about you too, that it's gonna be well worth the benefit of me getting the chance just to talk to them. So like, do you honestly mind if I just reach out to 5 people that are really nice that I'm gonna build you up to anyways, and we're gonna have a great time?
Sure, because we gotta wrap this up.
Awesome. 1%. Go ahead and pick another 4 names on there. Who's the next person?
Tina, she told me last weekend, she's been needing no knives yet.
Awesome. Tina, got her. Okay. Tina, what's your last name? What's your husband's name?
Smith.
Awesome. Smith. Smith? Oh, what's her last name?
My
Y-
last name?
No, their last name.
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
What's her husband's first name then?
John.
John. Okay, John Smith. I love that. Cool. And then does Tina work? Does John work?
Yes. They
Awesome.
work at, Y12.
Oh, see, I knew we knew some people. I love that. Thank you. And then like, is it best to call them morning, afternoon, evening? Awesome. Okay. Who's next? And thank you so much for Tina and John. Like, I can already tell we're gonna have a great time. You smiled when you talked about them.
Oh, don't know.
So what are y'all noticing as I'm going through this? Right, we're gonna break the scene.
Why do we take one over?
Yeah, right.
You're a pushover.
I'm a pushover.
The other people.
Oh.
Yeah. That's fair.
Oh, I got one. What if they're like,
Hold on. Takeaways. We're at a scene. What are takeaways?
you know how to? It's like a yes and like, oh, okay, like, ba ba da ba da ba da, like.
Oh, I got most of it, like when me and Jacob were doing it, except that 30-second phone call. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You have verbal or every answer,
Okay.
which is.
Mr. Wallace.
You find ways to make them laugh, to get their emotions high, make them want to help you out.
So did y'all notice, speaking on this point, when I was going through it,
Yeah.
Need to call my trainer back real quick.
so did y'all notice how I was really playful at the beginning of my scripts? And then when I got to, hey, I'm just kidding, 10 to 20 would be great. I actually got serious for that moment. What does that do?
Lots.
It conveys what? Say it with your chest, Jid.
Serious.
There you go, right? So it's okay to have fun on your demos, but there's times where it is okay to be serious, right? And the parts where I really need your help, the parts where I'm gonna close, like, I need to be serious. I need y'all to take me serious on it. Otherwise, yeah, we had a great time. We're gonna be good, Mr. Mr. Wallace, you really think I sucked? Like you didn't have fun? Ah, no, you just kidding, right? Anything that's like a smokescreen objection, I'll literally just play with and throw it away. Alex Ramosi talks about how in the gym, when he was doing gym training, he couldn't just, hey, re-rack your weights. Because people are like, no, I pay a membership here. Like, you re-rack my weights for me, right? That's usually the response that you'll get. But if instead he's like, girl, I know you ain't about to walk away from me not racking your weights. Oh, shoot, you're right. My bad, right? Because he can play with it, make it serious, but playful, okay? Who wants a chance to win? Free piece of Cutco.
Let's do it.
Maddie, step on up. Round of applause for Miss Maddie. You're going through the recommendation first. This is
Off the top
called
of my head,
the challenge.
I'm nervous.
Okay, that's the point.
I don't know it that well.
Do your best.
Okay. This is where it comes really serious, and I really need your help. If you'd be willing to recommend me 50 to, is it 100 to 200?
Whatever you want to say.
100 to 200 people that would really help me out. Just kidding, Mrs. Jones. Just 5 to 10 would be great. And then every 5 people that you give me, you'll become a sponsor. Every 50 sponsors I get $150 worth of Cutco. And that'll really help me out. It'll give me, just more money to get some more knives and stuff to help with my demonstrations. If you'd be really willing to help me out, that'd be great. Let's just start with a couple.
I don't really know that many people.
That's okay. Just let me know like the best person that you know.
What do you mean by best?
Like, really funny, easygoing, fun to hang out with.
My boy, Zach Wallace. Yeah, I can use that. He'd be cool.
Okay. Is he married?
I think that he's engaged now, yeah.
Okay. How old is he? Old.
It's like in his 40s now.
Okay, perfect. Do you have his fiance's number?
No, I haven't talked to her like that. He'd probably get mad.
Right. I
got his
understand.
number, though.
Yeah, okay. I will go ahead and have you share his number to me.
Okay. I have it.
Okay, you can go. You remember the app I sent you earlier?
Yeah,
Okay, did you download it?
yeah, I just finished the feedback.
Okay, perfect. So it says text, and then underneath it says share. You'll see my face, share. Perfect. You'll click the share button, and then I'll ask you to access all of your
It
contacts.
does what?
You see where it says access all contacts?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Once you hit that, it's not going to send all of your contacts to me, just the ones that you select. So
Sure.
I'm 100% positive. See,
Okay.
yeah, so there's a little button beside each person. If you click that, it'll check it off. So if you want to go ahead and put Zach on there, you can check him off. There's also a search bar at the top. You can actually search his name. That would probably be a little bit easier. Oh, so you do know, a couple more people than we thought, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Zach, did we click Zach?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, perfect. One is great. Thank you so much. Who's the second best person you know?
Know anymore, best people.
Okay, they don't have to be great. Just anybody willing enough to let me come over, hang out, have a good time. There's 1,000 people to choose from, so you got to know somebody else, right? Maybe mom, dad.
Yeah, I'll give you my mom.
Okay,
Mama cares.
yeah. Let me know. How's your mom? How old is she? What's she doing? What's she do for work?
She's doing good. She's actually flying to see my sister for her baby shower right now.
That's cool. So you're about to be an uncle, or you already an uncle?
Got somebody.
You do uncle duties? Are you like the fun uncle, or are you like the,
You guys have hung out in my house. What do you think?
Well, you'd be a lot more fun if you could give me some more recommendations.
Okay, Mama cares.
Okay, yeah. Have any aunts, uncles that like to cook? You ever go to barbecues on the weekends? Anybody in your family,
Yeah, once a month.
Okay, yeah. Well, who is that?
I think we got Uncle Frank's house.
Okay, great. So 3, that's awesome. 2 more.
Check.
Okay. Oh, how do you just uncheck it? Yeah, perfect. So we got 3 so far. 2 more, you can become a sponsor. You ever go hang out with the boys? They have, wives, stuff like that.
Jared will be great. Yeah.
Okay, is he married?
Yeah. His
Okay,
wife's
perfect.
awesome too.
Do you have his wife's number?
Actually, yeah, I did a modeling gig for him. So I
Okay,
got
yeah, perfect. If you would care to give me her number instead of his, you know, girls are most easier to talk to most of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably talking to them.
Right. Thank you so much. So we have 4. Do you have one more that you think you could do?
I mean, off the top of my head.
Okay, well, we can, you know, we have all day. I mean, I don't have anywhere to go right this second. Do you? There's a couple more contacts you want to go through and just keep on taking a look. I'm not in any rush.
Okay. Andy Franklin, old family friend. Boom, there's 5.
Okay, perfect. If you actually get 5 more, you become a double sponsor. 5 is really great. So if that's all you're willing to do, I understand. But you know, I would really love to get 10 from you.
What do I get?
Something I don't know. Top of my head. Oh, you get a vegetable peeler.
10?
Yeah, I can get you a vegetable peeler for 10.
Deal. Done. I press the share button now?
Yeah.
Cool. Is that it?
Actually on the top, it'll click view shared. If you want to go ahead and send them a 3-way text, just let them know, hey, I'm calling.
Oh, no. I mean, you can just. Good luck.
Okay.
I don't. Hey, you did really good. So, the only thing I'll say is you don't use weak words, right? So, hey, if you wanted to, or hey, if you could, right? Hey, all right, cool. Last part, go through, press that introduce button on each of them. It's going to send a 3-way text to them. That way, like, they know I'm calling and it's not a surprise, right? But really good job.
You actually know.
Yeah, you killed that. That was good. For not knowing it, that's it. Memorize it, and you'll be even better because you got the bulldog in you. Large cutting board for Miss Maddie winning the challenge. Right. So that said, again, always do the challenge, right? Even when you're nervous. Worst case scenario, like you learn. And what's really cool is now when she goes on demos, what's gonna be easier?
I want a large cutting board and give it recommendation.
There you go, right? So on PDI in the running, I don't even know where my thing's clicking at now. No. Sorry, computer, by the way. So on PDI, y'all know what to text. Again, I'm gonna start like probably sending this out every single day as the structure until y'all have it down. Because some people are like, all right, here's this. Oh wait, I forgot this, and then they still forgot 2 things. So like, let's make sure we're sending out this. Take a picture of it if you need to remember. Like, save this in your notes. This is what I'm looking for every day. Okay. By the way, side note: demos today and demos ahead. If you have 3 demos a day and you have 3 demos ahead, it is not 6 demos ahead. All right, that does confuse me because I'm like, oh shoot, you got 9 demos total. Let's go. All right. So minus what you have today. How many demos do you have beyond today is what I mean by demos ahead. Okay. As far as in the running goes, I'll get that tab for next week. Overall, on the leaderboards, we have a person on the front page of the newsletter this week. To get on it, $801 put you in the top 18. What's up? Yo, you been selling ice for a minute? Huh. Well, looking at the report, number 16 in the entire region, Miss Maddie Crowley, 812 sold. Yo, round of applause right there. Crowley. Crowley. Oh yeah, like the bird. Crowley. And I got to get that down. All right. So really proud of that.
Yeah, up top.
Oh, finishing at number 5. What's up? One clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1923 on the board. Love that. Way to go, Miss Audrey. Give me your notes on the recording. Sorry that I missed you. CSP rankings, number 1 CSP last week was William Bond. He was actually a district manager, by the way. He sold 72.96. He's no longer a district manager. He chose the CSP lifestyle, which again, that's what's really cool. Sometimes you district for a little bit, learn that you like sales. Sometimes you sell for a little bit, realize you like management. Sometimes you end up like me, where you like both. Okay. So that's what's going to be really cool. What's up, Alyssa? How you doing? Everybody, Alyssa Lane, if you haven't met her, recruiting manager. What's up? So, looking at the weekend warriors for the week. Let's see who's on this report. I'll see Maddie Crowley. Corrected. Awesome. Another clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Love it. And then for the top divisions, we were number 2. I like that. Way to go, Mr. Greavy. Way to lead from the top. Number 4 in the district team category. That said, now that we have Mr. Franklin going out, Now we have Olivia going out. We are definitely going to be running for the #1 district team.
We're actually a district team.
Yeah, we're actually district
It's
team.
not
I don't even know why I'm still in the category, honestly. Like, I haven't been a district team.
It made no sense, but it's been this summer.
And then for the 1K club, Audrey Schuster's on there with 2 weeks over $1,000. So Audrey, just stay consistent. You do 10 weeks in a row. You get 8 table knives. They're on display over here. They put your name on them and they say K Club, so they're a nice trophy. But they also complete your homemaker set block. 2K, you get a gourmet roll up. At 3K, 10 weeks in a row, you get a galley set. So it's a really cool way just to work hard, be consistent. Zach, you definitely better have one of these by the end of summer, all 3 levels. Maddie, I can see you on this train. Jed, Molly, y'all should be on this train too. What up, Alyssa? You gonna be on this train too. Okay. So that said, as far as promotions go this past week, Audrey got her 3K promotion. Actually, she went to 6K. Oh, she hit 6K. Love that. Round of applause for Audrey. Loving that. That's dope. Right. And what's really cool is like she wasn't sure if she'd be good. She's just like, all right, let me try it. I've been doing this other job for so long. Let me just try to see what I can do. Right. She did this around 2 different cheerleading camps, around studies with school, around having cheerleading every single night, and still like managed to sell 6K in her first 10 days. Like that's pretty impressive. Okay. As far as the week goes, we were number 13. I hate that. All right. We are a top 10 team all day long. So let's definitely get that number up this next week. And then as far as district teams, we already talked about it. We are still number 5 in the entire nation at 117. We're edging out Mr. Jeremy Blau. So I'm really excited for that. Okay. That said, look at that race between 1 and 2. Y'all see how close it is? That is 1 average order away. And what's really cool is they're not growing as fast as they were. So if we really take the time this next week and we go big for the next 4 weeks with the training classes we have, we could be running at a 20 to 30K sales week by like the last week of May. That is insane. Usually we're topping those numbers in SC2 in July. It seems about to be. What do the kids say nowadays?
Swag, sir.
So this week the goal is 8K. As far as the sales week so far, we're already at $1,400. From the bottom, Mr. Wallace on the board at $74. 1 clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Brink, sales manager on the board at $409. 1, 2, 3. Maddie Crowley leading the way, right, on Zoom. We have her at 956, 2 orders, also leading the highest average order. Round of applause. Let's see where we finish the week at. Who's going to take #1 spot? I'm excited for it. Now, key staff, all right? I've narrowed it down because if you're not showing up for 1, if you're not hitting newsletter for 2, you're not on it, okay? This is where you get to learn the real world skills and also get more time with me to be able to master your scripts and sell a lot of Cutco. You have to be on a newsletter focus. If you're not aiming, again, you don't have to hit it every week, but if you're not aiming to do $750 to $1,000 every single week, you're not on my key staff, all right? These are people that I want to grow and develop, being consistent, showing up to the meeting every single week. Now, on our key staff, Olivia McClintock, about to also spread her wings and fly to run her branch. So she's been on it, learning how to run key staff and watching videos. Mr. Bull, Madam Brinkman, Mr. Ben Lorton, who's on his way from work. Caitlin Festi, who's about to leave us as well, going to Nashville to start up in the Parker Greevy Nashville office. And then we got Mr. Colquitt, and there's a new name on there. I was like, I spelled the first name right to spell the last name wrong. But she's been working hard. She's been calling in consistently. She's gone through hard appointments, good appointments. And when we did our PC today, I was like, how you feeling about the job? What'd you say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh,
I
that's
think I
okay.
just said it was good.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, it's kind
Oh,
of.
I said it's not hard or something.
That's what you said. She's like, yeah, it's getting kind of easy. That's kind of like what I do now, except I just had to learn something different. So, huh? Mr. Zach? No. He only sold like $74 this past week.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, right. I'm just kidding though, right? It was an accidental lead. So I didn't make I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. All right. So yes, Mr. Wallace is still on my key staff. I just, you know what? I'll go and edit it. I'm just kidding. So that said, key staff next week is when? I'm gonna do this all together. When? All right, key staff is next week when?
7 to 8 on Wednesday.
Yes. So the reason that I have it set up this way, by the way, is because I want staff meeting to take off before training. That way they get to see the managers in the office. We're going to be working. If you want to come in earlier than key staff to say hey to the new team, feel free. And then our recruiting staff will probably be here too. And then from there, key staff coming in as they're finishing day 1 of training, getting to do introductions and letting them see other people, other humans that do the job too. Like I cannot wait for y'all to walk into this training class and be like, whoa, because that's literally going to be a reaction. It's going to be like when Ben Lorton walked in the office. It was, whoa. Yeah, we're going to have not only a lot of people in training, but a good group of people, right? So that said, for personal coaching sessions, I want to get these set up. I'm going to walk around during the phone jam, start setting up times for next week to meet with people. Parents meeting again, April 24th at 7 p.m. This week, like, I know that we're moving into finals. I know that we have some different things going on, but like, what does it look like to still execute on 5 demos, 10 demos in the week, right? You hit 5 demos this next week for team meeting coming in. I'm going to do 1 level prize. You hit 10 demos. I'm going to do another level prize. I ain't even going to tell y'all what it is. It's going to be worth it though. Okay. So y'all know the office Zoom link. Y'all know the office Zoom time, or anytime that you need to get on it. Y'all know the office phone number. And then from there, plan your weeks, plan your summer. That's the purpose of these PCs that we're going to be having, is where we actually sit down and map out your summertime and commit to your goal, right? Make your schedule. I'm going to kick off the phone jam. What kind of music are we feeling for the phone jam today?
Your mom.
Yo, this is being recorded.
Okay.
Man, just telling me to play some Latin music.
Play that funky music, white boy. All right, so as far as making your names list prepped, make sure you have this ready coming into the meeting. All right, if it's ready coming in the meeting, you don't have to worry about it. But who rescheduled or canceled this past week? Who's on your top 10 to 20 list from training, or on your referral list that you need to get a hold of? And then make sure you have your scripts. Make sure you have your schedule. Make sure you have a list of who you're calling. Make sure that you dial with a who's next mentality. I don't care if they didn't answer. I don't care if you've been listening to 9 calls and nobody's answered. I don't care if they told you no, right? That's cool. Move on to the next one. Follow your script and smile while you dial. Always offer 2 times. And Jacob, let's make sure. Actually, I'm going to do that right here in a minute. I'm going to go to my computer and do it. It's a ZAM. Every ZAM enters 1 ticket into the drawing. Why do you say my name? Because it still says boom on my board, and I was just saying your name because I'm used to you fixing my stuff.
Oh,
yeah. So that's it. All right. So everybody get in your corners, get in your battle stations. I'm stopping the recording. If you are watching the recording, make sure you give me your notes. And we are in jam mode.